Now we're going to make an amazing gourmet soup with an easy recipe, just 9 ingredients. Take a look at this. Velvet cream of butternut squash with amaretti crumbs. And here to share her recipe is one of my favorite Italian cooks, cooking instructor for Draeger's, Ramekins, Relish, Sur La Table, Viva Cooking Schools. Welcome back, Deborah Dal Fovo. Good to see you. Welcome back.
Hi, Spencer.
Good to see you again.
Everything Italian, we ask you.
soup.
Yes.
You are the expert.
Great. Well, I bring it to you. Today I brought you something from Milan.
Oh, that's what this is.
Crema di zucca agli amaretti.
Well, I can't say that. Crema di zucca.
Velvet cream of butternut squash with amaretti cookie crumbs.
Oh my goodness.
Great.
Okay,
So what are the other
So
ingredients?
the ingredients are very simple. So of course our diced butternut squash, butter, white onion, chicken broth, a little bit of cream, sugar to sweeten it up a little bit, salt, pepper, and some freshly grated nutmeg. And then to
looks
garnish,
good.
we've got a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and amaretti cookies, which are almond.
Yes,
Okay.
Almond
excellent.
cup.
So let's get going. How do we start?
Yes. Well, we start by, I've already started the onions,
Okay.
and I sauteed these in half of our butter. And then we're going to get ready for our butternut squash. But first I want to show you what a butternut squash looks like.
Yeah.
This is split down the middle,
Right.
and I would like, see how nice the flesh is, aside from the beautiful color.
Yeah.
It's nice and compact and dense, so
It
it
is,
gives us,
yeah.
it's not too watery.
Right.
Spencer, I'd like you to hollow that out with that ice cream scooper.
Oh, sure, okay.
And then once you do that, you can
Dump
kind
it
of
in the bowl?
dump in the bowl, and
Okay.
then we slice
Slice
off
it.
the skin and chop it up.
Okay.
But Janelle, we've got some done already. You can just put that right in.
So you put it in raw. You don't have to cook it and boil it through first.
No.
Okay.
And we're going to coat it in our cooking oils.
Okay.
And then very simply, and I'm going to do this because it's hot,
Okay.
we add
Done
our
with that
hot
guy.
broth.
Good job.
And you can
This okay?
use, if
She
you're
wants you to cut it, too.
vegetarian,
Oh, cut it.
you can just use hot water or vegetable
Which way do you
broth.
want, I'm sorry, which way do you want me to cut it? Just,
Well, that's tricky. Put it face down.
Okay, face
So
down.
you don't cut yourself.
Okay.
And chop off one little end.
okay.
But be very careful.
Oh.
You're going to have to put your other hand on the knife to
Okay.
guide it down.
You're gonna need some
you
muscle strength.
fantastic.
There
Okay.
you go. You're such a big
Chop
fan.
off
And
both
then
ends?
you can chop off one piece and then work on that.
Okay.
It's easier.
Okay.
So
Okay.
chop off one piece.
Okay.
We need to keep him preoccupied while we're cooking.
Kind of a little bigger piece.
Okay.
A little bigger piece.
Okay.
Okay. Then you stand that up on its side and trim the skin off.
Oh,
And then
okay.
you can just chop it into dice.
I'm going to trim the skin off, okay?
good luck,
We can do this.
Okay.
Well, I know we can do this.
Okay.
Okay. So now we've put our broth in.
Keep Spencer
and
busy
that's
so
it
he'll stay
for
out of the
now.
way.
That's it for now. So now we just partially cover it and we cook it for about 10 minutes until the squash is really soft.
Got it.
And
Okay.
that's it for now. But now I finished one,
You okay
got
over
one
there?
I'm okay.
started, and I'm
I'm
going to show
watching
you
out for
how
the
to
This
fingers.
finish
is what it looks like.
This is what
after
it looks
10
like.
minutes. Okay. Now what do we do with this?
Well,
Let's
now
do it
we have
this
to
way.
make it velvety.
Oh, how do we do that?
So to make it velvety, we are going to, but I'm going to do this because it's dangerous.
Oh, an immersion blender.
An immersion
I love
blender.
this thing. I love these things. Okay. You're gonna zeep, 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 zeep.
This can be very dangerous when you're
Okay.
working with hot liquid, so it's important that
get
the
it all the way to
audience
the bottom.
knows
Oh.
that you need to keep it immersed.
Right. Okay.
Okay, and sometimes I even stand it up just to make sure it's immersed. And then you just see how it squirts out?
Yeah.
Because, and then you just keep working with it
Yeah.
until it gets nice and smooth,
Okay.
and sometimes it takes a while.
Okay.
Wow. And then you're basically done.
And then we just have to add our couple more ingredients,
Okay.
and we're done.
Okay. Beautiful. Should we just?
And while I'm doing this, we can talk about the squash.
We
Yeah,
got
there's
lots
so
of
many
chopped
different
squash over here.
There are so many
Can you
different
use
kinds.
any kind of squash, or what are those?
Well,
different
for
kinds?
this dish, butternut squash is best.
Okay.
But we can talk about the ones that I brought. and
What else
then-
did you bring? They look like this one looks
Different
like a
sizes,
pumpkin.
shapes, colors, exactly, yeah.
So that's a kobasha, it's called. And that's an interesting squash that you usually bake. This is a turban squash, and it looks like a turban. It's
Yeah,
so
it
funny.
does.
Pumpkins, of course. Acorn squash, which
Okay,
people
I have
usually
one of
bake.
those in my fridge, but I don't know what to do with it.
Oh, you just split it and bake it. Scoop
Okay.
out the insides and bake it with butter. It's
Oh.
delicious. There's our butternut squash. That's what we're using for this. Spaghetti squash. And then delicata.
Well, we should taste before we find
so
ourselves
after you
off
do
the
this, you
air.
pour it
So
out.
Janelle, if you can just slowly pour in the cream, very slowly, so it tempers. Okay. And
Should I
then
taste the
I'm
one
going
that's
to
already
add the
sitting?
butter
Okay.
Then you add the butter,
and little sugar,
little sugar.
little pepper.
What salt?
Oh,
little salt, grate some
This
nutmeg.
is really
Then you
good.
grate nutmeg, and then it's done.
Hey,
and then it's
we're just
done.
about out
Full
here, folks.
recipe on our website.
Check it out.
Thanks,
We'll see you
Deborah.
tomorrow on The View from